to continue to, oh, he's hurt. He's hurt from that right hook.
Looking at Ancajas. Left hand comes in, right to the body, right.
Sa dami na nagtangka at gustong kalabanin ang Pinoy IBF Junior Bantamweight Champion na si Jerwin Pretty Boy Ancajas, buhat nang makuha noong 2016 ang titulo nang talunin ang Puerto Rican champion na si Macjo Arroyo via unanimous decision. Tila naging maingat sa kanyang pagdepensa ng kanyang titulo nang subuking agawin ng Amerikano, British, Hapon at kapwa Pinoy ay naging sunod-sunod na ang naging panalo nito. Kaya noong taong 2019 buwan ng Mayo, isang Hapon ang gustong kalabanin ang ating kababayan, kilala bilang palaban na boksingero at hindi umuurong, hindi sumusuko, sanay nang makaharap ng Pinoy boxer. At pang-apat na si Jerwin na Pinoy na makakalaban nito dahil sa dalawang Pinoy na nakalaban niya ay knockout ang inabot sa Hapones. Kaya't halina kayo at samahan ako mga kaboks. Panoorin natin ang laban ni Ancajas na halos bulagin na nito ang kanyang kalaban. Pero bago tayo magpatuloy, huwag niyo pong kakalimutan mga kaboks na i-like at i-subscribe ang ating channel at i-click ang notification bell para lagi kayong updated sa mga i-upload nating video.
And let's see if we see a change compared to what he's looked like in his most recent fights.
Well, it's going to be very important now early. Funai from the opening bell.
Dre, he wasn't bashful about saying what his strategy would be throughout the night. He said, hey, if I have to throw 10 punches just to land one big...
In our fighter meeting, very confident, very poised. We talked about the crowd maybe being against him. There's a large Filipino contingency here in the back that Ancajas likes it inside, and we're going to find the fight inside early. So we'll see if he sticks to his word.
Ancajas just off the mark a little bit with the left hand, but you know both guys right now trying to figure out range before they take risks. Figure out range, punching power, and just trying to get in position to be able to land their shots.
Ancajas with a right hook, southpaw right hook for Ancajas, coming back with it.
And Ancajas can throw to the body. He can rip rights and lefts to the body when he wants to, but he wants it mid-range and outside. That's when he's at his best, in my opinion.
Ancajas right there missing with the big looping left hand. He's going for the home run already.
But the downside to Ancajas being outside is he doesn't move his head. He doesn't really show any different wrinkles in his defensive game. He stands straight up. He's very traditional in his stance and the way his offensive approach is. And therefore, he can get hit with straight slap shots like we just saw him get hit with.
Well, a lot of times Ancajas come right back to the middle, Dre. So he'll throw a punch and he come right back to the middle instead of stepping around and getting on the angle to be able to get away from the punches of Funai. Just like that, he stepped out, look.
And Funai can fight on the outside as well, but like he told us in the fighter meetings, doesn't feel like Ancajas likes a fighter to be close to him. He feels like Ancajas gets very uncomfortable.
U.S. debut for Yuichi Funai. There's a left hand from the titleist. And of round number one, IBF Junior Bantamweight title.
Time!
The Bantamweight IBF World Championship.
Nice shots already out the gate from Ancajas. You know, really finding the mark now. Headbutt there. But you know, when Ancajas goes down to the body first, it sets up things up top. You know, Ancajas is kind of abandoning his jab. Normally I see Ancajas shoot the sharp, stiff jab. You know, really heavy on the front foot. And I'm not seeing a whole lot of that tonight, Dre.
Take advantage of the over-aggression of Funai with that check right hook that we saw him land several times in the first round. It's a natural punch for Ancajas, and he's landed it several times, and he's also starting to bring that straight left back behind him.
And there he goes with the lead left that time. It was wide swinging to the outside, but much success with that right hook in round number one.
Yeah, Tess, he got to be careful swinging wildly like that. I saw that coming. You know, Funai, all he has to do is throw the right hand straight down the middle, and it's going to catch Ancajas and probably drop him.
The kind of punches that Ancajas has landed so far, you'll say, hey, they're not that hard. They're just, you know, stinging type shots. But let the fight progress. Those same shots in round 5, 6, and 7 could drop or knock the opponent out if they land right.
Funai was just probing to the body that time after, or excuse me, Ancajas after Funai came forward with the right hand.
Funai's starting to find his mark with the right hand. Every now and then, Ancajas would sit still just for a moment and don't do anything, and Funai just shoot a right hand right down the middle and catch Ancajas with it.
As he should with that situation. There's a straight left that split the guard from Ancajas. And to that combination, also placed a right hand to the body.
That's the thing about Ancajas. Ancajas can actually be, he's a great counterpuncher. So he's in range, he can get out of range, move his head, and then come back with counters. He's quick enough and has good position to be able to do so. And Dre, you know, we talk about southpaws all the time. They always look for the backhand. You know, Ancajas is a natural right-hander, and he's converted to southpaw, so it's his strong hand. So the right hook is his power punch.
That's why we see him landing it the way that he has, and it seems effortless for him. And he also has a great jab too.
10 seconds
to make the point that you just made. Good
Both guys
left.
coming in, and a left hand scores well from Ancajas. End of 2. Able to break through, claim his world championship, string together.
Come back to land his own right hand, but Ancajas was just a little bit quicker with his left hand and on the mark.
And Funai keeps getting hit with those kind of shots because he's standing still. He's standing right in the range of Ancajas.
Is not very happy with the defense of JERWIN. He says, I like his offense. He's landing the right hook, but he's got to use his jab more.
And as you see right away, Funai right now is stepping up the tempo, pushing the pace. He's okay with that. He's okay with taking those punches. He's trying to just close the gap on Ancajas and pressure him. That's one way of beating the southpaw. You pressure him. You pin him against the ropes. You outwork him. You take those angles away from him and don't allow him to extend with that backhand.
Considerable infighting here from Funai.
This is where Funai wants to be, and I because Ancajas is very tricky, he's very crafty, and I'm telling you, he's lining Funai up for that straight left and that right hook.
Well, athletically, he's not going to be able to compete with a guy like Ancajas, so he's stepping inside, and he knows that. On the outside, he's not quick enough. So I need to close the gap, and I need to get this guy comfortable so I can land my hard shot, that power right hand that Funai has.
So Funai needs to be inside in mid-range. I agree with that, but I don't agree with the fact that he needs to sit there and take shots.
No, not take shots, Dre, but you know, he got to get him comfortable somehow to be able to sit there and be comfortable so that way he can line him up for the right hand.
Guys, I tell you, these guys inside, this is an attractive third round. If you watch some of the little angles on the inside, dig into the body, some of these uppercuts, this has been an entertaining third round here. At this distance, just wrapping around even, that left hand by Funai, then wrapping around the elbow with the right hand to the body by Ancajas. This is good stuff.
Yes, this is high-level stuff right here, championship-level stuff. We see a lot of will, but we see a lot of skill, like you said, Tess.
Good combination from Ancajas, and then Funai comes right back. Look at that trade to end the third. This is our first of 2 world title fights here.
On the side where the right hand is, right in the line of fire. And Funai has to continue. Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt from that right hook.
Look at Ancajas. Left hand comes in, right to the body, right hook. He's got the challenger in trouble here early in round 4. Ancajas looking as good as he had recently. Here he comes, the champ on the attack. Can the Japanese challenger Funai hold up? Trying to trade with Ancajas. Wide sweeping right hand that time as Funai now settles down and tries to route a lot of success from Ancajas with that short right hook.
Yeah, he's catching him as he's coming in.
And there's a left hand that splits the guard.
He's hurt, Tess. Very hurt. That straight left hurt. Funai very, very much.
And Dre, I haven't seen Funai tied not once. He's just putting it all on
That's
the
not
line.
his game. He's getting lined up by every shot that Ancajas throws right now. And now Ancajas is going to the body, which is not a good sign.
How did he stand up to that? Right hand to the body again. Missed the belt line that time. Sweeping with the right hand one more time. There's still over a minute to go here for Funai.
And Ancajas showing that championship.
Lining up that right hook. He just missed it right there.
Some blood coming from the nose of Funai.
Ancajas looking for the kill shot right here. Looking to land an overhand left.
Left hand landed flush again.
That's the
There's
shot
that
he
right
wanted
hook
right there.
again as blood flew from the face of Funai.
See that straight,
And another one.
that straight left right there, Tess, is just a blinding shot. That's a waist shot. You see how he's leaning to the side right there?
Yes.
Ancajas wants the right hook.
That's it.
How in the world has Yuichi Funai stood up to all of this? He has not been knocked down in this brutalizing fourth round.
10 seconds. Call hard, Tess. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Hard.
but they need to look to stop this because this kid's taking a lot of punishment right now.
Ooh, good body shot.
Underneath with the left hand to the body. Let's see how he approaches the start of this fifth. Look at the power.
Punch right now in Ancajas. He needs to set it up off the jab, and it'll come. It will come.
And Ancajas threw a lot of punches in that last round, so he had a minute breather, but he needs a little bit more time, it looks like. So he's just trying to line Funai up for the right shot, because if he gets him hurt again, Funai's going to be on his way. And again, the referee and the doctors really have to keep an eye on this kid because he's probably too tough for his own good. That's right now. He wants to waste that straight left and land a devastating right hook. That's what he's looking for. And I don't think Funai is computing that that's what Ancajas is looking for. I think he's still hurt from the previous round.
He's a little hurt, but it almost seems like Ancajas is kind of taking it lightly this round on him. You know, letting him recover.
Just trying to get a breather. He threw a lot of punches in that last round, Tim. A lot of punches. A lot of heavy punches.
That's the
There's the left hand from Ancajas, and he tries to come back with it.
I think he's recharged right now. I think he's about to come on right now. And I'm talking about Ancajas. Funai just escaped that combination, just got out at the right time and got the right distance to get away from those shots from Ancajas. There it is.
He has so much success with the right hook. You forget about the jab,
Forget
right?
about everything. I mean, you do. You know, you land hard shots, you want to continue to land hard shots.
We're going to take a very short break here and come right back to this title fight. Stay with us. Funny, even when he was a young pro, then he spent $5 grand on a piece of land in the Philippines that he referred to as his survival camp. That's where he did his
Defense test.
Yes.
And, you know, he don't have an identity yet. He don't even have a blueprint on what makes him tick. He's still trying to figure that out. And that's the problem I have being a world champion and having 7 title defenses, Dre.
Yeah, I like the adjustment Ancajas made by, you know, less is more. Getting a lot of people away, keeping a simple team, the people that were there from the beginning, and just hitting reset.
Yeah.
And it looked like it served him well in this fight so far.
And you guys called exactly the fact that Ancajas sort of punched himself out there.
You watch numbers in that fourth round. He threw 88 power punches. 88 alone in that fourth round.
It's got to be a little discouraged later, and Funai is still looking you in the face.
Yes, it's impressive game guy, isn't he, the challenger?
Well, if you're digging him down to the body, you're going to take some of that steam away. But, you know, you got the challenger here, Funai, that's gaining confidence moving forward.
And yet he's eating hooks and left hands. 3 straight, 4 straight left hands. And another one from the champ. And another split in the guard. Can't get out of the way of these straight left hands.
See, but don't back off, Ancajas. Don't back off. Keep coming. You know, change the rhythm. Change the pace. Throw 3, 4, 5, 6 punch combinations. You got your man hurt?
I think Ancajas knows exactly what he's doing. He's inflicting punishment. He's stepping back, allowing the punishment to kind of soak in a little bit, and then he's inflicting more punishment.
Now the right hook comes back into play.
Nice shot. Ancajas step back, half a step back, drop the straight left hand, short. Oh, got hit with a short little uppercut up the middle from Funai.
Yeah, I've said it several times. I'm not trying to overstate the point and take away from a great fight, but they really have to keep an eye on Funai. It's not the concussive shots all the time. It's the sub-concussive shots.
Yeah.
This kid is taking a lot of punishment, and he's still game, so they have to save him from himself.
Dre, these are the kind of fights where I worry about a fighter's health. When you're standing up to everything, when you haven't been knocked down, when you're this game showing this much heart the way Funai is.
Yes.
Bruise the face of Yuichi Funai is. Take a look at him. Ringside position is right up on the apron again. Dr. Gary Furness is leading the crew here for the California Commission. We took a peek at him.
Okay, that's it.
That's it. And I think that is the right move. This kid is tough. This kid will take all night.
You know, punching power, speed, accuracy, boxing ability. Range and then gets back in the range. Get out of range and gets back in the range. He needs to work on his defense if he wants to continue boxing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 1 second in round number 7. Our referee in charge, Edward Coyantes, stops the contest upon advice of the ringside physician. He is the winner by way of technical knockout and still the IBF Junior Bantamweight Champion of the World, JERWIN Pretty Boy Ancajas.
Yan po muna sa ngayon ang ating video mga kabox. Muli ay huwag nyo sanang kakalimutang pindutin ang like and subscribe button at paklik na rin ang notification bell para updated kayo sa i-upload nating video. Muli, salamat mga kabox!